Tonight, our special transmission as Israel's largest land seizure in the West Bank in decades sparks global condemnation. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I'm Zahra Sayed. Today is the 273rd day since Israel started targeting Palestinians indiscriminately. Israeli airstrikes have killed at least 5 Palestinians, including 3 children in Jabalia in northern Gaza. A married couple has been targeted and killed in Khan Yunis in southern Gaza. Footage by Al Jazeera media shows numerous bodies arriving at Nasser Hospital's morgue in Khan Yunis. Israeli ground forces continue their aggressive military operation in the Shujaya neighborhood. Reports suggest at least 100 Palestinians have been killed. Israel and Palestinian resistance organizations have resumed ceasefire talks. Mossad chief David Bernia has traveled to Doha to meet with Qatar's prime minister. Bernia aims to negotiate a potential breakthrough following the latest response to a ceasefire proposal from Hamas. In the West Bank, 4 Palestinians have been killed during an Israeli military raid in Jenin. The Palestinian Health Ministry has confirmed the casualties. The ministry describes the event as another act of aggression by Israeli forces. The death toll from Israel's war continues to rise at an alarming rate. At the time of writing, at least 38,011 Palestinians had been killed. A revised report by the United Nations estimates another 10,000 civilians are buried under the rubble. 87,445 Palestinians have been injured. Israel's death toll from Hamas's attacks stands at 1,139. Israel is accused of genocide at the International Court of Justice. The court has ordered Israel immediately halt its military operations in Rafah. Hezbollah has launched over 200 rockets and drones into northern Israel. The news comes after Israeli attacks killed the group's senior commander. Israel's military has confirmed Hezbollah's attacks has killed one of its officers. It says Israel's response has targeted Hezbollah structures in southern Lebanon and has resulted in the death of a Lebanese civilian. Tensions have intensified since the start of Israeli aggression in Gaza. There have been almost daily fire exchanges between Israeli forces and Hezbollah. Since October 7th, 400 casualties have occurred in Lebanon. Most of those killed are Hezbollah fighters. 25 casualties have occurred in Israel. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vows that he will restore security. On the other hand, Hezbollah has warned of continued attacks. The United Nations is calling for restraint as the conflict expands. Diplomatic efforts seek de-escalation as fears of broader regional conflict involving Iran loom. Israel is facing global condemnation after approving its largest land seizure in the West Bank in over 30 years. An anti-settlement watchdog notes the move will designate 12.7 square kilometers in the Jordan Valley as state property. It will limit Palestinian ownership and usage rights. Palestinians denounce the move. The United Nations say the seizure is detrimental to a two-state solution. Far-right Israeli Minister Bezalel Smotrich supports the move. Israel occupied the West Bank in 1967. Since then, Israel has built over 160 settlements. These settlements house 700,000 Jews, and all settlements are illegal under international law. Peace Now, an Israeli advocacy group, reports a peak in land declarations this year, signaling a significant policy shift. The United Nations and Palestinian officials warn that such actions hinder peace efforts. They are calling for political solutions with Israel. The Labour Party has won the UK general election. The party has secured 412 out of 650 seats in the House of Commons. The win ends a 14-year reign by the Conservative Party. The Conservatives secured 121 seats. Labour leader Keir Starmer is set to become the new Prime Minister. Outgoing Conservative Prime Minister Rishi Sunak acknowledges the defeat as a difficult night. Notable Conservatives losing their seats include former Prime Minister Liz Truss, House of Commons leader Penny Mordaunt, Defense Secretary Grant Shapps, and Justice Secretary Alex Chalk. The Liberal Democrats are on track for their best result ever. they have reclaimed their position as Britain's third largest party by unseating several high-profile conservatives. The 61-year-old Keir Starmer is a centrist politician with a distinguished legal background. Starmer says he has been seeking to reposition the party on the global stage, emphasizing strong alliances with the United States and the EU. 5 Free Palestinian independent candidates, including former Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn, have won seats in the UK general elections. Israel's assault in Gaza has emerged as a pivotal issue influencing voter decisions. Amongst the notable independents, Shaukat Adam triumphed in Leicester South. Adam has declared his victory for Gaza. Ayub Khan secured Birmingham, Barry Barr, Adnan Hussein claimed Blackburn, and Iqbal Muhammad won Dewsbury and Batley. Corbyn, running independently after his suspension from Labour, retained his Islington North seat. Despite winning the election, Labour has experienced a sharp decline in areas with significant Muslim populations. Critics within Labour have accused Keir Starmer of alienating Muslim voters by endorsing Israel's right to self-defense without addressing Palestinian rights. This discontent was evident in Labour's performance with significant losses in Muslim-majority areas. The party's vote is down on average by 11 points in seats where more than 10% of the population identifies as Muslim. A Free Palestinian protest took place during Israel versus Canada's softball match at this year's Canada Cup in Surrey, British Columbia. 42 women teams participated in the tournament. Protesters urged Canada to boycott the game due to Israel's invasion of Gaza. Demonstrators held signs to stop the genocide in Gaza. Greg Tim, president of the tournament, says the event's focus is on sports, not politics. Protesters, however, vow to continue opposing events involving Israel. Canada came victorious, winning by 10-3. Thank you for watching. Our news is produced by Muslim Network TV, which is a not-for-profit organization. We need your support for donations. Please scan the QR code on our broadcast or visit muslimnetwork.tv to donate now, so we can continue to amplify the voices of Muslims in Canada and abroad. Assalamu alaikum.